This is lavender. It's relaxing, calming, uplifting, and it's very safe in babies because it's so gentle. It is used it's used to in a bath to release stress and tension. And when you're harvesting it, look for buds. Like it's just starting to open up the flowers. It loves it here because it gets almost full day sun all around it, and it's drought tolerant. It loves the heat, loves the sun, and it will, if it gets really old, it will get leggy and fall all over the place, and it will take over a garden. Some types will just take over. Will and bees, oh gosh, they cannot get away from it. They love it. It's often used in baby soaps, in soap bars, in dish detergent, in clothes detergent, everything. And it's not just because it smells good. I mean, it does smell amazing, but it's because that it disinfects it. So it's smelling good, and it's disinfecting your clothes at the same time, or disinfecting your dishes, I guess. And I mean, I think it's, yeah. And why is it always that the plant that smells great with the stuff or tastes great with the stuff always is great for the stuff? It's also a Mediterranean herb, and it's also actually, it might sound weird, but I've used it in cooking before. It again needs to be trimmed if it gets really old, but it's associated with courage and strength. It's antibacterial, antifungal, antiseptic, and it calms digestion. It is used in oil for burns, stings, and insect bites. It's one amazing herb that a lot of people also have in their garden, but don't even know the amazing medicinal value of lavender. It's an extraordinary herb. Well, this might just be a coincidence, but I have four medicinal plants growing right here at the edge of my playset. Here we have plantain. This is here yellow dock or curly dock. Chicory, great coffee substitute. And dandelion. Well, it's like everyone's come to say hello. All these plants are medicinal and edible. Here is plantain, Plantago major. It loves full sun, shade, cracks of your in your lawn, cracks of your patio, anywhere. Also known as white man's footsteps. It came anywhere they went. It's great for drawing out deep-seated infection. As you see, the leaves are close to the ground, while these beautiful seed heads tower up and then release their seeds all over the place. So that's how they can become more and more and more and more and more plantain. Well, that's how their secret to spreading. They love just spreading like wildfire. That's basically how they spread. They love to grow in spots where there's good soil, but they will grow in any type of soil. They draw deep-seated infection. They're good on bee stings, boils, and rashes too. My mom used it as another herb for a rose thorn infection she had. It's very, very useful in things like that. It's also very safe in babies, and like oiling babies after bath time, or if the baby has a rash, you don't want to use something very potent. So something like plantain won't be too potent on your baby's gentle skin. It's good for your blood. It has many, it's a good wild food too. You can eat this. You can eat the greens. Though they are quite bitter, they're still very good for you. You can juice the greens. And it's one plant that it's not native, but it's amazing for all of different things you want. Eating it, using it as medicine, everything. It's amazing for it. This is my plantain oil I made. I used fresh plantain and olive oil. This was made in 2014, and it's already a quarter used. With all the bee stings and rashes and all kinds of things that happens, it gets used pretty fast. It's great for the bee stings, as I said. If you don't get the fresh plantain or you don't have access to it at that time, use this. It will have the same medicinal effect. Just will take longer to be useful. It's good to use olive oil and to use it, but you can use almond oil or some light oil. Just don't use an oil like canola or something. But this oil is one of my amazing little treasures here. Well, this is dandelion. It's a common weed. Everyone knows about those seed heads. Some people have allergies to them, but they are a very valuable food. They cleanse the blood and increase bile production. They're mild diaphoretic. They are high in nutrients, and they're a very amazing food in the spring when the greens come up. You just pull out the whole plant, wash it up, and juice it. It's a very pungent juice, but you can add something to sweeten it if you want. But it is good for you. It cleanses your liver. It's amazing for you. It is also good as a steamed green. You boil it with a few changes of water, and then you can eat it. It's an amazing plant that a lot of people know of as just a weed that they spray out of their lawns with Roundup, which totally doesn't make sense. Come on. This stuff is a valuable food. Hey, if you can't beat them, then eat them. You can't beat them because they're just going to come back again. Well, people throw it out of their lawns. It has so many vitamins and minerals, and they're throwing away so much nutrition. This is red clover, Trifolium potens. It is one of the best nitrogen fixers, and farmers plant it a lot to fix nitrogen, which means that it will take nitrogen out of the air and put it into the soil. It's amazing for the soil here, and that's what it's doing here. It is one of, as I said, the mineral supplements in this is amazing. It also brings down the quantity of excess estrogen, one of the leading causes of cancer. The overestrogen. It's great for menopausal symptoms, just like the sage, and it's also being studied as a cancer preventative. Some people don't believe the same, but actually the U.S. Food and Drug Administration said there was no reason to say there was any medicinal value in it. Of course there is. There has been various studies that have shown that it is one of the best in medicinal value. Hey, some people just don't think so, but it does. Well, that's it for Trifolium Pretense.